no stopping this flame, cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say, I don't push pause, no I push play, I won't stop till I make a change, I withdraw on the things I make, I turn flaws into flawless traits, I build tall, never capped in space, I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, la 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 la, la 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 la, oh, 6 a.m. and I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb. A new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time,
In the realm of psychodrama, we only know one thing, Lux. That's right. To give them the flux. To give them the flux.
These rappers is shucking and jiving and stuff, getting self in the shit that they can't get out of. Fucking up, here go the flux. A display of lyrics and patents and rhythms by Side and Young Buck.
For viewers' discretion, it's only factual, non-fiction, homie. The ruler, the thumb sticking out, cause you know me. Federal, pimp lock the block, you can't hold me. Situation getting heavy, ammo get low, need my homie, what's up?
Well, your homie right on you, you know from the fire. Going up on these bitches is devious as we gon' get on this shit. Let's talk, let's not sit on this shit. We the shit on this shit, they just spit on this
So
shit.
much psychodramatic, oh happy, get this bit crazy, the range you with it, this shit. Buck inside is the physicist. Belligerent, feel it, cause we ignorant. Nigga, y'all in it, the flux is the subject of weight and adrenaline, the feel a bitch. Side the medic, buck the relic, and drama deleted to him once again. Chance that you get, change to your face, and the blood to the covers, undisputed bitch.
And again, to the end of the pen, be worse than this sin against men. I'm feeling fenced in. From birth, saw the light of the earth, and I've been fucked up since then. This fusion, clenching, that might get a bitch contusions. It's two of Chicago's fucking gruesome. Introducing to you the flux.
What up, Taco Guru? It's another Taco Tuesday. We got our Raw review. We have our brief TNT review. I'm so glad you're here with me today. Let's get into it, bruh.
And you can inhale the danger. Consider this us spilling out pills of anger. Fuck around, swell a vein up and make you rebel on the stranger. Get contained up, things I'm thinking. Sometimes I be feel like I'm sinking in the motherfucking words of the rap. Floating in the ink pen, breathing and blinking as I lead you to the brink and push you off in the deep end of the issue. Out of the realm of reaching, you ain't gonna know what the fuck to hit you cause you sleeping. Chicago will be your motherfucking shit. Here to show you how we fucking get. Don't play by books. I'm really up in it, burning the proof.
Wee! Yeah. Welcome to the condo overlooking Lakeshore Drive, right here over yonder. One of these sides, don't look at my neighbors. My name is Jesse, a.k.a. your very own one and only Chi-Town Smart. Thank you for being here tonight, chilling and sipping an American Irish whiskey with a splash of cranberry juice. I feel sophisticated with dual citizenship somehow. Anyway, I don't know. What else, man? What is going on, everybody? Oh, we got super chats. I'll get to you guys in 1 second. Stick with me. How's everybody feel out there tonight, man? How's everybody feel out there tonight? I'm going to let loose and kick back tonight, man. I'm just going to shoot the shit with you guys. We're going to talk about a couple of the TNT topics. We're going to talk about Monday Night Raw. And we're going to have a drink. If you're in the chat, if you're lurking, hanging out, saying, I'm going to watch, I'm going to enjoy, but I don't want to chat. I want you to chat. I want you to chat because I want you to let me know what you're sipping on tonight. If you are not watching live, that's okay as well. I need you in the comment section letting me know what you're doing. Are you at work? Are you hanging out? Are you having lunch? Are you taking a poop? If you're taking a poop, I hope everything comes out for you okay. Haha. Either way, everybody hit that thumbs up. It'd be greatly appreciated, bruh. It would be greatly appreciated. Who we got here tonight? Oh, yeah, good. We got Mr. Goldman here, man. I was just reading something you posted on Twitter a second ago, man. Give me 1 second, bruh. Because I want a little background tunes. Pick some random tunes. Every time I pick something random, I get the it's the lamest stuff. We're gonna try that random. Boom. Let's see what that do. It's supposed to be funky. I picked funky. So let's see if this comes out funky. That don't sound funky enough. Shout out to the DOC. All right. Move on to the next one. Guys, let me get into these, man, because these super chats look juicy right about now. Tony Brown with the $4.99 super chat says, PG alert. Oh, God. Oh, no. PG alert. Lola Vice got that real cake. Warning. Tony Brown, I'm not going to lie. I was extremely unfamiliar with who Lola Vice was. I knew her by name, but I didn't know what she looked like, so I pulled it up. You're not wrong, bruh. You are not wrong, Mr. Tony Brown, sir. I cannot be mad at that comment, man. So that is a warning. This is no longer a PG stream, bruh. No longer a PG stream, thanks to Mr. Tony Brown. We got David Thiering with the $5 super chat. Says, hey, Jesse, just wanted to say, hey, hope all continues to be well with you and your family. I'm listening for your thoughts on TNT and Raw. Cheers. Thank you, bruh. Cheers to you. I'll drink to that. I was getting ready to say I'll take a drink for every super chat, but y'all fucked me with that once before, man. I'm not falling for that again. Not falling for that again, bruh. Greg Goldman with the 50 spot, bruh. AKA Ferrari. F50. Break it down. Says, hey, Jesse, we might disagree on some wrestling takes, but most importantly, I hope your son is doing better. Greg, thank you so much, man. My little boy, my son is doing great, man. He feels better. He's off all medications. I know I've covered this before, but I know not everyone has the opportunity to be here every night, so I'm just going to briefly go over it again. He's back to school full time. He's gotten cleared to do all of the little things that, kids do. So I couldn't be happier, man. I couldn't be happier. You want to know what I did this weekend, man? When I said I couldn't get to the content I wanted to get to on Sunday, I couldn't do it. It was Mother's Day, obviously. My wife works nights. So we spent the early morning letting her get her rest because she worked the night before. And during the day while she was resting, I was outside playing catch with my son, man. We went to the store. Me and my twins, we went to the store, and I got a new glove because I needed a new baseball glove. And we came back and we played catch out in my front yard. Man, the little things that you overlook, bruh. The little things. Something that simple, something that small was almost gone. It was almost taken from me, man. And you just learn to appreciate the little things. So I appreciate you, Greg. Thank you. And I put out a tweet, earlier this week, and it's truer words have never been said, man. Wrestling is not linear. Pro wrestling is not linear. There's not just one way to think about the pro wrestling shows that we consume on a weekly basis. So when I come on here and I give my thoughts about how I feel about something, that is all that they are. They're just my thoughts for whatever they're worth. My thoughts only have the value that you give them. My thoughts are only worth whatever you make them worth. All right? If you think my thoughts are absolutely worthless and they don't matter, then that's exactly what they are. They're worthless. They're absolutely worthless, and you are 100% right. If you think my thoughts are worth their weight in gold to you, then that's what they are. That's exactly what they are. I'm just here telling people, the people who actually care, what those thoughts are. If you do not care, it's okay, bro. It's okay. I do not expect everyone to give a shit. I really don't. But I also at the same time don't expect people to want me to change my thoughts to what they think, as I wouldn't want you to change yours to what I think. I'm gonna let you know what I think. You can agree, disagree. That's cool. Tell me what your thoughts are. And let me listen to them. Let me see if I agree with them or don't agree with them. Let's see if I think you're crazy. Let's see if you think I'm crazy. Let's see if we agree to disagree. Then let's move on to the next goddamn topic. I'm not a stupid virgin. You're not a bottom feeder neck beard. You're not an idiot. That's just not what it is. It's just our opinions differ, bro. That's all it is. There's no reason to get angry about it. I'm mad because you don't like Anna Jay. Okay. So you want to insult people because they don't like the same kind of wrestler that you do? I don't think it's that serious, bruh. I really don't. And Greg Goldman's right, man. We disagree a lot. That don't make his opinions any worse or better than mine, or vice versa, man. Because we'll just move on to the next topic and we'll both enjoy our wrestling. So thank you so much, Greg. I appreciate you, brother. Hollywood Eric with the 2 months. Was good, bruh. Says celebrating my 2 months in the taco crew in the penthouse, sipping on gin and tonic and eating your delicious tacos. That's a little, that's a no Diddy moment. I'm gonna have to call that a no Diddy moment. Yeah, man. What is your favorite NBA team? I have to say Lakers. I've always been a Lakers fan. I know what everybody is sitting around saying, oh, you're from Chicago. You are supposed to only like the Bulls. By law, you have to only like the Bulls. Okay, thank you so much for that. I have not been a Bulls fan since the Jordan era. Legit. Since the Jordan era. But when the NBA is rocking, man, when the NBA is hitting on all cylinders, the NBA is fun. Isn't it? It ain't fun right now, though, is it, though? Let's be real about it. The NBA is not as fun as it used to be. But it is what it is. It is what it is, man. It'll pick back up. It's like pro wrestling, man. The NBA has its boom seasons. But, man, when it's hot, man. When it's hot, it's hot. When you get Bulls Detroit, you know, when you get rivalries like that, it's hot. When you get Lakers Kings, bruh, it's hot. Bulls Knicks. When it's hot, it's hot. It's not that hot no more. It's not that hot no more. It'll probably pick up. It'll probably pick up, man. Appreciate you. We got Adam Casper with the $20, bro. Say his name and he'll appear. Say Adam Casper's name. Happy Tuesday night, Jesse. I'm watching Minnesota at Denver, Game 5 now. Tomorrow night, I'll be back and forth between the NHL and the NBA playoffs and AEW Dynamite. Brother, you have your hands full tomorrow night. Looking forward to what you and JD will say tomorrow night. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you. You got a lot on your plate, Adam, man. I don't know if I can handle all that, brother. Not at one time. That's a sensory overload, bro. Sensory overload, man. But I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Who said that? Knicks Pacers was out. The Knicks Pacers rivalry was nasty. Oh, it was more like the Pacers versus Spike Lee. It was more like Pacers versus Spike Lee, man. But that was must-see NBA TV, no? How was that not, man? That was the shit. And then Bad Boys 2.0 in Detroit. Ben Wallace. Tayshaun Prince. Man, please don't, man. Please. NBA had its moments, man. They had their eras, bro. Right now, it feels like it's hit a little bit of a lull. The big superstars are not really superstars anymore. Time has caught up with them, man. Steph Curry, time has caught up with them. People learn how to defend three-point shots. LeBron is the shit, man, but Father Time catches everybody, bro. When I saw LeBron huffing and puffing last year in the playoffs, I knew that was it. That was it. That was it. Ben Wallace, Chauncey, man, right. Bad Boys 2.0, man. If you don't know, man, that was when the NBA was that was so much fun, bro. That was so much fun. Appreciate you. Greg Goldman back at it again with the $5 super chat. Says, also off topic, I cannot wait for Cobra Kai season 6. Yeah, me too, man. I kind of don't want it to get here too fast though, because it's the last season. It's going away. Kind of sucks, man. Kind of sucks. You know, it was. At the same time, though, if you think about it, bro, it can't last forever. You keep on doing it, it will get stale. Right? It will get stale. Fucking JD. Anyway, let's get into it, bro. Thank you guys for all being here. Let's talk about TNT, man. Let's talk about some of the topics they talked about on TNT. The wrestling news this week is not all that hot. In general. In general. It's not all that hot, man. We've had hotter weeks. Also, everyone, before I forget, join me on Twitter if you have not. Link is right, not a link, but the ad is right there. Also for Instagram at The Real Chi-Town Smart is right here on my bookshelf. Right there. Very exclusive. Also, Taco Crew members. If you have not seen it yet, there is our first Taco Crew exclusive video up and running right now on the channel. Exclusive to Taco Crew members. You get to go on and hear about my interaction with Swerve Strickland in London. Me and Swerve had about a 10-minute discussion in the hotel lobby. And yeah, man, I don't know what to tell you, but if you want to see that, it's about a half hour of content. I just sit and I just get candid, man. I just sit and talk about the discussion that I had with Swerve, why he blocked me and why I'm still blocked, and the reason that I thought that might be the reason. So I don't know, but it's there. Become a Taco Crew member today, and you can also see that content and any upcoming content, which will be hitting monthly, by the way. So thank you so much for that. Tony Brown, back at it with the $4.99 super chat, says, Jesse, whatever you do, don't look up Lola Vice in Google Images. Please don't. I missed out on meeting Darby. Hey, babe. Tony Brown, I'll have you know something right now. I do not want to see what Lola Vice looks like, bro. Tony Brown, let me explain something to you, sir. I am a happily married man. And if you think for 1 second that I would take the time to look and see what Lola Vice looks like, I'll have you know something, sir. I would never do such a thing. I will have you know that right now. That is blasphemous, and I tell you what, Tony Brown, I am quite offended, sir. Quite offended. Hey, I'm not looking it up right now. Jeez. Oh, crap. Fucking. Nope. I was just testing to see if anybody was paying attention to that. Tony Brown, like I said, bro, I'm a married man, and I will look that up later. And I am not going to do such a thing to besmirch the good name of my wife, sir. Oh, look at that. It's another super chat. Oh shit, I already read that super chat. So yeah, we got to get to the show, man. Jeez. Y'all here stressing me, man. I'm trying to talk to our people. Don't stress me out. Jeez. All right, here we go. Oh wait, no, I'm not doing it. No, we're gonna talk about TNT real quick, man. Let's get into Warner Brothers Discovery and them potentially losing the NBA, the rights to the NBA. So I've seen all of the stories. I've seen like the back and forths about it. And the NBA is Warner Brothers' #1 deal for live content. That's their #1. And if that goes away for them, AEW is #2. So I don't see how this does not benefit them in some way or another. Is it a direct benefit? Yeah, I'm not sure about. I don't know. I do not know. It may mean nothing, but I just feel like it should be something of significance to AEW. Maybe in the terms of bargaining, maybe in the terms of getting the exact spot that they want, maybe the exact time slot that they want, the day and slot. It has to mean something, man, because the NBA, if it indeed goes away from Warner, that's a big loss. That's a big loss, and I'm sure they're not looking forward to that. So I could see Warner not wanting to lose their next form of live entertainment, which is AEW wrestling, which is on year-round. That's something that the NBA does not offer. So it'll be interesting to see. It will be interesting to see. You know, I think it comes down to ratings, obviously, when you're talking about money and you're talking about TV deals and things like that. The AEW ratings, from what I can tell, I don't know what the network is expecting, but from what I can tell, the AEW numbers could definitely be better. But as far as being year-round content, it just might be fine for Warner Brothers, because like the NBA is on during the NBA season. AEW is on year-round. That is a lot of content and time slots to cover for Warner Brothers, especially when you factor in the other shows and things of that nature. So we'll see how it plays out, but I'm not 100% sure on that. So we'll see. Adam Casper with the $5 super chat says, Jesse, I'm wondering when Chicago gets a SummerSlam. When was the last time? When was the last time Chicago had a SummerSlam? I'm not sure about that. I'm not even sure if we've had that. But low key, a lot of people don't really know. But Chicago's had like 3 WrestleManias though. They've had like 3 WrestleManias, and that's like tied, maybe even 4. I'm not sure, 3 or 4. But that's tied for most. And when the new Bears Stadium gets built, you can best believe that WWE and AEW will be bidding away to get into that new Bears Dome Stadium, bro. It is the layouts and the AI models that I've seen for it have been remarkable. I'm looking at all kinds of crazy concerts, events, and stuff like that can happen at that place. It is remarkable. It's almost a dome. It's like a semi-dome. It's like mostly a dome, but then like the center of it is open. I'm not sure if that part is gonna be retractable or not. So yeah, man, I don't know, but that whole facility, the lakefront area, over there on Lakeshore Drive, you know, all of that, it looked like the whole area just looks fantastic. It looks like something you can hold like a music fest there too. You know what I'm saying? Because it has room for multiple stages and everything like that. It'd be interesting, man. It'd be interesting. I can't wait to see what they do with it. But once that gets built in a few years, yeah, WrestleMania will definitely be back, and possibly AEW to their stadium as well. You are correct. 3 WrestleManias at the current count for Chicago. SummerSlam 94. That's right. That was at the United Center, or was it the Chicago Stadium at the time? I don't know, but yeah, that was a while back. In its current state right now, Chicago's never gonna get another WrestleMania. Not without a dome stadium or an indoor stadium. But the one that's being built is gonna be a major attraction for Chicago. I can't wait to see how that comes out. But thank you guys so much. What were we talking about? Next subject, Dax Hardwood. Dax Hardwood. I will we'll probably get more into it tomorrow, but in case you've missed it, Dax Hardwood put out a tweet, and I can't help but feel like that tweet was pointed at JD and myself. Not gonna lie. I don't have it queued right here, but the tweet went somewhere along the lines of showing a graphic with him and Kazuchika Okada and the title match they have coming up on Dynamite this Wednesday, and Dax saying that he could not wait to see the paid podcasters complain that there's no story here. First and foremost, I want to point something out. that Dax cannot wait to see our podcast. He is waiting with bated breath in anticipation to hear what we have to say. I'm honored. I am honored that he watches the show. I didn't find out until that moment that he blocked me on Twitter. That I didn't know. That's unfortunate. But I feel like there's nothing I can do about that. I never tweeted anything at him at all or replied to anything. He just blocked me because of what I said on YouTube, which don't know if I understand that at all. But I didn't know I was blocked until somebody sent me what he said. You know, sucks. But what are you gonna do, man? He watches. I'm honored. I met Dax Hardwood. Me and my wife, we ran on the Dax Hardwood in London as well. Had a quick conversation. Not enough of a conversation to do a whole special on, but we were all in the elevator together going down to the restaurant for breakfast. And in like that minute that we were in the elevator together, this guy managed to talk about how much he loves his family. You know, that's a shoot, man. Everything you guys see on TV about FTR, they are straight up family men. You know, I mean, we were just passing cordially in the elevator. You know, good morning, how you doing? Hey, what's up? You know, and you know he I recognized him. He recognized me clearly. Recognized me, but yeah, man, it was cool. It was cool, man. He comes off as a very cool, down-to-earth guy. I thought that was pretty awesome. Then he blocked me. He didn't like what I thought about something in pro wrestling. So what are you gonna do, man? I had a conversation with someone else, in AEW, and this is a conversation that I will remember for the rest of my life. I won't reveal it, but it was a fantastic conversation. And he told me that there's a lot of people in AEW that watch us, whether they admit it or not. A lot of them, they actually do watch us. He also said that these people have very fragile egos. And he wasn't saying it in a derogatory way. He wasn't saying it like, oh, they're just all fragile, forget them. He was saying it in almost in the sense of defending them. Like these men and women put their whole lives into what they do in their ring. You know, they work their asses off and they give everything they have. So when someone says something about their character or their gimmick, they do take it personally. He said that they do take it personally because it's their lives. You know, but then on the flip, he also said, but what they need to understand is that you guys are just giving your opinions. That's it. You know, and if you value what if you value what we have to say, then trying to change our opinion is not the way to go about doing it. Changing what you do in the ring is the way to go about doing it. And if you don't care what we have to say, then don't care what we have to say. Ignore us. But if you want us to change our mind, the way to do it is changing what you do, not changing our opinions of what you've already done. So, he had a point. He had a point, man. Completely changed my overview of how I looked at things in that regard. And that is the same weekend that I had that interaction with Britt Baker at the airport. You know, we talked about that. He was right. He was right, man. So, and we had a nice long discussion, and you know, he knew I was he knows I'm a podcaster, and then he asked that I keep our discussion between us. Well, he asked that I keep who he was out of it, but the contents of what we discussed is free game. and I will honor that because I thought that was very nice of him. He didn't have to do that, and he did. And it was some helpful information and some great tips there. So he knows who he is, and he watches, so appreciate it. We have Abusika. Oh my God. I feel like I have to try to pronounce this because you took your time to donate. Abusika Askabachumimbo. Oh, I fucked that up. Big time. Maybe the content of the super chat will be easier. Good stuff, Mr. Smart from Nakasangya. I think I nailed that one. Did I nail that one? I did not. Bro, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I mean no disrespect. I do not mean to butcher your name and where you are from. My apologies, but I do thank you for your super chat, sir. I appreciate it. So that was Dax. Yeah, Dax seemingly got angry at our continued thoughts of there not being enough story in AEW. Look, man, I had somebody on Twitter tell me today that all I do is bash AEW. Just last week, someone told me that all I do is defend AEW. You guys make it so hard. So hard. Apparently, I can't make anybody happy. So I stopped trying a long time ago. I just started being me. And now I get both sides coming at me. I cannot win for losing. Can I win for losing? So I'll just take a drink to it. What can I say, man? Dax Harwood, you know, he's not the first talent to get angry at us. Somehow I don't think he'll be the last, man. But the funny part is when AEW was white hot, when we were praising AEW, when we were putting over everything that AEW was doing, I didn't hear from Dax. I didn't hear from anybody else in that locker room that low-key lurks and watches our show. Hey, thanks for the kind words. Hey, I'm glad you enjoyed our match. Thank you for putting it over. You don't hear anything like that. But say something that they don't like. Well, they can quickly find the block button. And that's a point I will make abundantly clear to Mr. Hardwood tomorrow night on the Dynamite Review. Brian Owens with the $5 super chat says, was there ever a logical reason why the Royal Rumble has never been to Chicago? No, I don't know if there is a specific reason, bro, other than just the right time, right place, timing, all of that stuff. Like back in the day, they could have easily held one in Chicago. If they didn't, I'm assuming they have not. Can I get a Google expert on this, please? I need a Google expert to find out if there's ever been a Royal Rumble in Chicago. I don't think there's any specific reason as to why not. It just happened to have not happened yet, which is weird because it is one of the biggest wrestling cities. The Rumble has not always needed to be in some big, huge, extravagant venue either. I mean, as of late, yeah. But, back in the day, no. I don't know why it wasn't in Chicago. It should have been. I would have gone. I would definitely have gone, man. I would go now if the Rumble came to Chicago, man. I love it. I've never been to a Royal Rumble or WrestleMania. Man. So I would love to. I appreciate you, Brian. Thank you so much. Adam Casper, back at it again, bruh. With the $10 super chat says, you and JD are always more than fair when it comes to what's good and bad. I'm glad to hear you say that, Adam. Thank you so much, bro. I don't know what else to say, man. Thank you so much, because it seems that when I'm speaking highly of one, the other side gets mad, and vice versa. And people just love what they love. I don't know what to say, man. People just love what they love, and they hate when you don't love what they love, and they get mad. These mofos get mad. They get so mad. I have no idea why. What can I do? They would feel better if I lied and just said what they wanted to hear. But then not people that get mad to say, oh, you're not being real. You're just telling people what they want to hear. Well, when I'm honest, you guys get mad. So which one is it? Which one is it? There has not been a Rumble in Chicago. Oh, well. Yeah, that's an interesting fact, man. I don't know why. I don't know why. I was gonna call it the weather for a second. Maybe the weather coming to Chicago in the, in the middle of January. But they've held the Rumble in New York. The weather in New York is no better than Chicago in January. So I don't know. What can I say, man? We're not worthy. We're just not worthy, bro. Thank you, Adam. I appreciate you, bro. Oh my God, he did it again. Thank you so much. Let me get it right this time, bro. Here we go. Here we go. Abusika. I think that's it. Abusika. Here we go. I'm gonna get this part right. Abusika. Escabachimbo. Abusika Escabachimbo. Tell me if I got that right. Tell me if I got that right. Tell me if I nailed that. For 199 says, I feel like Kevin has no one to blame but himself. Right. Kevin who? Kevin who? Guys, what am I missing here about Kevin? Thank you so much for the 199, bro. I'm a little lost. Maybe it's the whiskey sour. Maybe if I drink more, it'll come to me. Not yet. Chat, help me out. Did we talk about a Kevin and I missed it? Let me know. Let me know. TKO branded weekends for WWE and UFC. That could be big money, man. That could be big money. That does suck for the content creators and their schedules. But my God. Think about a weekend in Vegas. Think about a weekend in Vegas when you have NXT on Friday, UFC on Saturday, WWE pay-per-view on Sunday, and you can sell all in one combo ticket. Bro, that's interesting, man. That's interesting, man. We shall see. WWE comes out and touts in France that they have the largest gate in company history. And they had like 100 seats there or some shit. Bro, I think that's a really, really weird flex, man. That's a really odd flex to come out and tell the live crowd that you gouged them for so much money. You gouge them for how much money? There is nowhere near enough seats in that venue in Lions to explain why they just came up with the largest gate in company history. You were charging these people an arm and a fucking leg for pro wrestling. Bro. And this is a town, this is a country that has never gotten wrestling before. And this is how you treat them? Yeah, it's all about money. It's all about money. It's all about... Bro, is WWE hurting for money and I missed it? Is WWE hard up for cash and I missed it? I feel like WWE makes enough money to hold that show in France for free. Not that they should do that, but at the same time, how is this fair? You're gonna give wrestling fans the opportunity to come see your show live for the first time by charging them a couple of months' rent? Man, bro, that's messed up. That's just a me thing. But that's messed up. It's unnecessary. WWE does not need to charge that much money to pay for their expenses to make that show. They did multiple shows. They can make that money. Look, I'm not saying to make it a charity event. You gotta make the money that it costs you to do the show, at the very least. And yes, you gotta turn a profit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I get that part. But you just recorded the largest gate in your company's history. Bro. That is messed up, man. How was that supposed to entice people to want to come back? And then when the tickets don't sell, then you want to lower the prices. At that point, how much do I care? Now you're giving tickets away. Do you even have real fans there at this point? I don't know. It's got to be a happy median. I understand ticket prices may be elevated because you have to travel all the way to this foreign country to do the show. I get it. But for you to record the largest gate in company history with 12,000 seats, that's a weird flex. That's a weird flex to come out there and tell the people that we charged you guys way too much money. Thank you for all your monies. And they cheer. They cheer. Man, bruh. That's a little weird, bruh. That's just a little weird. Adam Casper, $5 super chat, and then we're going to get into the show. Adam Casper says, even when SmackDown was in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania back on Friday, they opened up more seats and it was their largest attended show ever. Yeah, man. How much did they charge y'all for those? You know, that's just highway robbery, man. That's just telling the fans that we're gonna tax your ass. We're gonna tax your ass. I don't think it's a weird flex. Clearly, people paid so WWE market it correctly. People paid it, so it was done right? I guess so. I guess so, man. I'm just the kind of person that wants to look out for the fan, the common folk, the fan, the people that actually want to, you know, how many of you are NFL fans? How many of you are NFL fans? Now, of you NFL fans, how many of you have been to a Super Bowl live? Is it because you can't afford it? Because that's why I've never been to a Super Bowl, and that's why I'll never go. But they still sell. I mean, who shows up? Celebrities, other athletes, politicians, dignitaries, Oprah. You know, I can't afford to go sit with Oprah and Taylor Swift, bro. I gotta sit at home and watch on TV. But I'm pretty sure I'm a bigger fan than those people. You know, but hey, when it's your product, you are at will to do whatever you want with it, man. You know, what can I say? When I own my own shit like that, and I can charge what I want to charge, but I get it. They're in there to make money. So it's kind of hard to knock it, man, but doesn't mean that it's not shitty. It's very shitty, man. Logan Paul versus Cody Rhodes, and then we'll get into Monday Night Raw. I don't know why this match is happening, while at the same time understanding why this match is happening. Everyone on God's green earth knows who's going to win this match. All right? It's just here for the clicks. It's here because at the end of the day, talk all the crap you want about Logan Paul, the guy is an entertaining wrestler. Is he not? The guy is an absolute sports entertainer. He can talk. He can go. He can draw heat. He's clicking all of the boxes, man. I bet you guys thought I was going to shit on Logan Paul, didn't you? Well, guess you were wrong. Logan Paul is killing it. They don't use him too much. They use him as an attraction. You know? When he shows up, it's special. When he works. Oh, man. I sent my wife a chat that I was trying to send to JD. Oh, babe, that wasn't for you. Sorry. And that's why she showed up. Okay. Oops. Sorry about that. But yeah, man, Logan. Only good thing out of Cleveland. Oh man, that sounds like a shot at Bron. That sounds like a shot at Bronny. You think Logan Paul is a better asset from your neighborhood than LeBron James? Wow. That's like North Carolina saying that PD Pablo is their best export. I'm just saying. That's kind of messed up, bro. That's kind of messed up. Let's get into Monday Night Raw real quick. Just like always, guys, we're going to go through and we'll touch on the matches and what I thought, and we won't spend a whole lot of time on here. I know a lot of you guys been hanging out with JD and Jason, as was I, having a drink or two. If you just joined us, I got my whiskey sour with a splash of cranberry juice. Refreshing. Simby35 with the $5 super chat says, Cody stated in his promo that he needs the U.S. Championship in order to join the WWE Grand Slam Champions Club. He did. Thank you for the super chat. And you know, and when you book a match like this, I kind of expect an outcome. And since we all know that Cody is not losing the WWE title to Logan Paul, it feels like it's safe to say that Cody will be Cody 2 belts. I don't think there's any way of booking their way out of this. Especially since it's Cody, so it's more than likely going to be the main event. They can't throw the match out because, you know, someone get beat up in the back and they can't do it. It's probably going to be the main event. So they got to do the match. Title versus title, someone has to win. But the title can only change hands via pinfall or submission. So you're gonna have the pay-per-view end on a fuck finish? That's risky, man. That's risky. So now you have Cody 2 belts. You got Cody walking around with 2 belts. How do you get 1 belt off of Cody? This was a sticky one. I'm kind of interested in watching that match just to see how they book themselves out of that corner. That would be interesting, man. That would be interesting. Let's get into the show. Show starts off with Damian Priest. Priest gets on the mic and says Drew has some serious issues. Because Drew came out. Drew starts talking shit in the mic. Drew looks good out there too, man. Drew is killing it, man. He says the greatest trick CM Punk ever pulled was looking like a drug addict without ever taking any drugs. Good. He's good. But sooner or later, he starts talking about Damian Priest. Damian Priest didn't appreciate that shit. Priest came out, told McIntyre to say shit to his face if he's gonna say shit, which I can't agree with him there. They go back and forth. Nothing big really happens, and he, Priest told him he should have went and dealt with your wife. They went and talked shit back and forth, but they got it there. Nothing big happens. We get Io Sky making her entrance, and Shayna Baszler attacks because we got Io versus Shayna. Queen of the Ring quarterfinals, man. Every match in this King of the Ring, Queen of the Ring tournament has been pretty damn good. Every match has been pretty damn good. And the good part about these matches that we're getting on TV for the King and Queen of the Ring tournament is that the tournament is telling the story. The tournament is the story. And the fact that they're putting on fantastic matches in every match makes the tournament feel better, makes the tournament feel more important. So that I can appreciate. And we're not getting too many lopsided matchups. We're getting some pretty big names in there, kind of like back in the day when King of the Ring was at his highest point. Io wins this match by pinfall with her moonsault. Is it the prettiest moonsault ever? I don't know. Probably not. But she is the genius of the sky. Tiffany Stratton or Io? Let the chat decide that one. Let the chat decide that one. Let's see. We get video package of Gunther and Kofi. New Day are interviewed backstage. More the same. But then we get Gunther versus Kofi in the King of the Ring quarterfinals match, man. One of my favorite dynamics in pro wrestling is the big guy versus the little guy. For me, that seems to make the best story to be told in the ring. You get like a Brock Lesnar versus AJ Styles. Brock is on record saying that he liked working with smaller people like that because he can make them look good. They can make him look good. It's a much more interesting matchup, and that's kind of what we got here, man. Gunther is, to me, the modern day workhorse Brock Lesnar. He's just big and fucking menacing, and you're not fucking beating this guy. You're not beating this guy. For the most part, you get in the ring with Gunther, you will lose, and you will lose badly. Kofi lost here. Kofi did look good in his loss, but man, he took a beating. He took a beating, and as he should. I like how Gunther is being booked. Gunther is going to be a world champion in WWE quickly. And he will be a dominant champion. He will be one that's going to be champion for a very long time, barring injury. Gunther wins with a Boston Crab. Kind of just bent poor Kofi in all kinds of different directions, man. Poor Kofi. We got Akira Tozawa versus Big Bronson Reed. Guys, would you know if Bronson Reed was big or not if they didn't put that adjective right before his name? It's going to be Akira Tozawa versus Bronson Reed. Who? Big Bronson Reed. Oh, snap. That's right. I forgot. He is big. Who would have thunk it? Bronson Reed wins with the 747 splash by pinfall. 1, 2, 3. Tozawa is a dead man walking. Or not walking. He's a splash on the ring. We got Lyra Valkyria versus Zoey Stark. Queen of the Ring quarterfinals. So, in this match, I was paying a lot of attention to Lyra Valkyria and her in-ring work. She's very new to the roster. I have not watched any NXT as of late. I used to watch NXT all the time until Vince killed it. Then I stopped. But Lyra is good. I want to call her better than good, because I call Mariah May good and I put Valkyria above Mariah May, but I don't want to call her great. So I want to say good plus, but clearly she has a long way to go. Clearly she has a long way to go, which is fine. She's very green. I feel like she will get there. I don't necessarily see quote unquote it in her, but at the same time, I can see her being very coachable. Zoey Stark is very good. Zoey Stark is very good. She has the charisma of a wet sponge to go along with her mic work, but her in-ring work is great. So I do like that about Zoey Stark, but I do think her charisma and her mic skills, or lack thereof, will be something hard to get past. All right, which might land her in stables more often than not and things like that. But we will see. Lyra Valkyria wins by pinfall with the Nightwing. We get Otis versus Sammy. Nice little matchup. Quick matchup. Nothing crazy here. Sammy wins with the haluva kick. Post-match, Gable berates and pie faces Otis until Sammy runs back in and takes him out with the exploder suplex in the corner. Chad retreats and coward behind Otis. Follows him as we go to the break. Nothing crazy. We have Dakota Kai versus Becky Lynch. I wasn't too happy with Becky Lynch becoming champion over Liv Morgan. That's just a me thing. All right, that is not a me thinking long-term thing. Maybe they have a different plan for Becky going forward with that title. Charlotte is not here. Whenever Charlotte is not around and there is a women's champion lurking around and it seems like there's no direction for that title, it just feels like Charlotte food. It feels like Charlotte food. It feels like at some point Charlotte's going to come back very soon and she needs to have a title around her. So between Becky and Bayley, somebody's got to give one up, bruh. Don't know who. We'll find out soon. Authors of Pain, Akam and Razor versus the Creed Brothers versus the Judgment Day versus New Catch Republic for the number one contendership for Tag Team Championship. This is a lot. There's a lot going on here. Judgment Day wins by pinfall. Coup de grace from Finn to Pete Dunne. Judgment Day, number one contenders. I like how they're keeping Judgment Day relevant without Mommy around. Because I got to tell you, I was ready to call them dead in the water without Mommy, man. She was the glue. She was the bread and butter to Judgment Day on all aspects and all their separate storylines and all of the ones that were there together. She was the glue. And to have her out, I'm surprised they're keeping her off TV. To be honest with you, they're keeping Dom on TV with his injury. I'm surprised they're keeping her off TV. Because she was so important to what they're doing with Judgment Day, bruh. So important. Main event. We have Ilja Dragunov versus main event Jey Uso. King of the Ring quarterfinals. Much to the surprise of quite a few people, Jey Uso wins by pinfall with the Uso Splash. We didn't see that coming, did we? We didn't see that coming, man. It seems like Triple H is all in on main event Jey Uso. I remember having a Twitter conversation with someone a while back. I should go search my tweets and go find this and just bring it back up to him. I remember when he asked me, he said something about, we were talking about Roman's run. And he said how it's been trash. And I said, what are you talking about? Roman is making new stars. I mean, not stars, but he is bringing people up with him in this title run of his. And he said, name someone that Roman's brought up. I said, Jey Uso. He's like, oh, please. And he laughed it off. He emoted, gave me letters, ROFL, AMFO, PTSD, whatever the fuck it was. He said all that shit, right? He thought it was so fucking funny that I said Jey Uso was being brought up. And here we are. Jey Uso is a player in the King of the Ring tournament. I don't think we see this Jey Uso without Roman's run. So I kind of feel vindicated in saying that Jey Uso was a major benefactor to Roman Reigns' run as the tribal chief. Maybe I will go look that up. Be like, ha, motherfucker. It was like a year and a half later. Thought I forgot, didn't you, bitch? That person's probably in this chat. I'm kidding. Okay, just chill, bro. Chill. Jey Uso moves on. We get Jey Uso versus Gunther in a match that Jey Uso cannot win and will not win. But we probably said that about Ilja Dragunov as well, right? So who knows? But the King of the Ring is definitely Gunther's tournament to lose. After losing that Intercontinental title to Sammy, after that long run that he had, giving him the King of the Ring tournament is a fantastic way to rebuild all of that mojo that they built for him during his title run. They pass it to Sammy. And also, by the way, it looks like they're not doing shit with that title with Sammy right now. It does not feel anywhere near as important as it did when Gunther held it. That's just how I feel about it. Maybe it picks up. Maybe I'm way off. We shall see. But giving Gunther the King of the Ring tournament, and then, which we are assuming by default will give Gunther access to a world championship of his choosing at SummerSlam. That is what we are assuming. We were never told anything of the such. just like they touched on TNT earlier tonight. But we shall see. We have one more super chat. Adam Casper, say his name again. He says, with a $5 super chat, Jesse, do you think WWE failed in certain aspects of the draft? Thank you, Adam. Adam, I don't think it's fair to call any aspects of the draft a failure yet. It's not about who they drafted where, because it all depends on who you push and how you push them. We can look at a name right now and say, oh, these names on this brand look way better than the names on this brand. But halfway into the year, three quarters of the year from now, we can look at things and say, well, they've pushed this person much higher than we anticipated. This person has looked better than we thought. They did change the dynamics here and here and here. It could make sense down the road. So yes, that could make sense. But I failed to see in any aspect anywhere on earth how Nia Jax was drafted over the likes of like Gunther and AJ Styles and shit. That was just weird to me. It's hard for me to suspend my disbeliefs with stuff like that. That just can't happen. That shouldn't happen. And I understand what they want to do. You start building up new names. You start at the draft. And where people got drafted and things like that, that also becomes part of the build of said person, where they got drafted, how high they got drafted, who they got drafted over. Sometimes it makes sense. Not all the time, though. Not all the time. That is today's show, everybody. I said I was going to keep it short and sweet. I still ended up going for over an hour. My apologies. I want to make sure you guys have time to get to bed, get some rest, and get ready for tomorrow, because I want you live and fresh for tomorrow's Dynamite live stream on JD's channel. Make sure you follow me on Twitter and on Instagram. The @ are right there on my desk. If you're not a Taco Crew member, then you do not get to see the exclusive video I put up going over the discussion that I had with the AEW World Champion Swerve Strickland while over in London. Guys, that is the show. If you are not watching this live, if you're watching this on the replay, thank you. Hit that thumbs up, please. Also, leave a comment. I'm going to start replying to all my comments, man. All of them. Leave a comment. Let's discuss wrestling. Be respectful, because I will be respectful to you in return. I promise. Guys, my name is Jesse, a.k.a. your very own, one and only, Chi-Town Spark, and I will see you guys tomorrow night. Peace.
My continuous output, my flow of ideas for years been thrilling in me. Please don't stop this feeling in me before the feeling get to killing in me. See, I'm into mayhem. When the play hit the streets of havoc, and then I'm ready to leave your grave in. Lucifer got nothing to do with this shit. To the days of dirt, getting fucked up within. And I put that on the house, bitch. To the days of the dirt, you gon' cancel that down shit.
And you can inhale the danger. Consider this us spilling out pails of anger. Fuck around, swell a vein up and make you rebel on a stranger. Get contained up, things I'm thinking. Sometimes I be feel like I'm sinking in the motherfucking words of the rap. Floating in the ink pen, breathing and blinking as I lead you to the brink and push you off in the deep end of the issue. Out of the realm of reaching, you ain't gonna know what the fuck to hit you, cause you sleeping. Chicago will be your motherfucking shit. Here to show you how worse of it fucking get. Don't play by books. I'm really up in